Class. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 7th of 2023, and we are convening a session of the Tax Review Board. My name is Melissa Andre. I'm the Executive Director, and with me today is the Board Chair, Nancy Kamerdiner, as well as board members Paula Weiss and Dominique Ward. Please be aware that this is a public hearing and it is being recorded. Because the meeting is public, participants and viewers have no expectation of privacy, and by continuing to be in this meeting, you are consenting to being recorded. This meeting will be put on the Tax Review Board website for public consumption. Nancy, please take it away.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. The first item that we're going to address is item number 2, last 4 digits of the docket 1823. Property address here is 1835 to 1841 Somerset Development. That matter has been withdrawn, so we will not be handling anything further with that today. The next item I'm going to mention is item number 3, Delaware River Waterfront. Last 4 digits of the docket 1750. That matter has been continued before this hearing and is being rescheduled for another date.
Thank you.
That date is June 20th.
June 20th?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. We have agreed to that already.
That's great. I guess my only question is, Kareem, did you think you needed the 2 days, the 20th and the 22nd?
So that may be necessary. I'm not going to discount it right now. It's still early days.
Okay.
I'm still getting familiar with the item. It's a long running. I was hoping that Mr. Bell would be here so I could, brief him on what I know before the board and discuss. But since he is not,
Okay.
since he is not, I'll follow up with him by email.
Okay. Well, like I said, the date is going to be June 20th, and if there's something that needs to be changed, please let me know.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item we'll come to is 4 and 5 for Barry Mamadou. Last 4 digits of the docket 1349 and 1352. I understand that he is here, and so Melissa will be putting him in the room momentarily.
Anybody gonna be here with me?
Nobody? Nancy, can you hear us?
I can hear you, not real loud, but I can hear you.
Okay. Hold on one more second. I think I just need to put up the
Actually, it's better than sometimes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mamadou, can you just speak into this mic very loudly and clearly?
Good afternoon. How are
Good
you?
afternoon. I would ask that you try to be a little closer to that mic so that it picks up your voice, and please identify yourself for the record.
Okay, my name is Barry Mamadou. I'm the owner of 3234 West Allegheny. I am the owner of 1318 West Needle.
Okay, thank you. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth with everything that comes before the board?
True by true.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Who has this matter for the city?
Good afternoon. This is Kareem Saifuddin, counsel for the city.
Do you have anyone with you who needs to be sworn?
Yes, Ms. Hike.
Yes, hi, Taliba Hike. I'm with the Adjudications Unit at Water Revenue Bureau.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth with everything that comes before the board?
Yes,
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have the numbers for the
Yes.
record, please? And
Yes.
identify which property it is, since there are 2 of them.
the property is in question is 3234 West Allegheny Avenue. And the petitioner is questioning the period of March 23rd, 2013 through July 25th, 2019. Principal amount of $6,596.09, as well as $5,485.68 in penalties, $262.90 in liens, totaling $12,344.67.
Okay, what was that time period again? I'm sorry, I didn't get that down.
Yes, the period is March 23rd, 2013 through July 25th, 2019.
Okay, thank you. Just a question, should we be dealing with these, addressing this both to Melissa and to Kareem? Should we be addressing these together? Or should we take them one property at a time?
I believe it's one property at a time. They're separate issues. There's
Okay,
nothing in
Fine,
common
that's
here.
what I wasn't sure if I'd failed to ask that at the outset. So we'll start with 3234 West Allegheny, and we have the parameters on that one. Do you have any other opening comments before we turn to the petitioner?
Yes. First, I know that the board granted the petitioner's request for non-product consideration on the papers. I object. The city objects to non-product consideration and asks that the board reject the petition as out of time unless the petitioner can affirmatively show that he had neither actual nor constructive notice of the principal charges until 60 days before the petition date.
Okay,
So I'm objecting to everything. I'm saying this is out of time.
right, I understood.
Can you put on the record or the petition date?
The petition date, if I may, was July 23rd, 2019. So I would object to everything from before, to the consideration of any charges before say May 23rd of 2019, roughly.
Thank you.
Secondarily, Mr. Mamadou mentioned that there was a non-functioning meter at the property in his petition. And this was replaced mere days after the replacement of after the filing of the petition, which did lead to a debit adjustment. I would also ask that consideration of that be excluded on the grounds that the petition cannot refer to events after the petition was filed. And you know that this becomes essentially that the time period gets strictly limited to the period between of May through July of 2019.
Does the board want to step back and consider this, or should we accept the decision that had been made on paper to continue with the non-proton?
No, I think we should turn to the petitioner and let him explain any delay in filing the petition.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. I hear what you said. And
Please stay closer to the mic when you're talking.
okay, I
Thank you.
hear a couple of what you say. I don't understand properly, but what I understand property and this property, the meter was not functioning. I reported the meter not functioning. They come, they find the meter not functioning. When they come, they find the meter not functioning. They turn around and 8/14/29, they charge me $4,451.50 after they acknowledge the meter is not functioning. According to me talking to people, if the meter not functioning, is no way you can charge me the bill, but you know, for me that they charge me $4,405.50 for meter not functioning, and after they acknowledges the meter not functioning.
Mr. Mamadou, when did you buy this property?
I think it's around 2000. Let me see. I think it's around. Let me look at the date here. Maybe it's 03. And also,
I'm sorry, did I get an answer?
yes,
I didn't hear
When did you buy it? I didn't hear an answer either.
2003.
2003.
2003.
Yes.
Okay.
And did you receive water bills from the Water Revenue Bureau on this property from the time you purchased it?
Why I do receive it?
Did you pay them?
I pay some, I don't pay some.
You don't pay some. And when did you determine that there was something wrong with the meter?
Well, when I check the meter, when I forget what happened, we check the meter, we
And
find
when
it.
was that?
I forget exact time. I'm not, I don't have, because I wasn't planning to do this hearing because I had to pay a paralegal to handle this, the entire case for me. The paralegal took up to $7,000 for me. Every day he said he filed here in the city of Philadelphia, waiting for, holding to hearing, waiting for hearing. Yesterday, I said, okay, give me proof. Give me proof you filed something here. He gave me the paper. I come here, I speak to the people. They say no record. I say no record? For 2 years, you took up to $7,000 to work with me in this case. You don't receive nothing. He said,
And when was that? What year was that?
no, when I pay him,
Mhm.
okay, I think I pay him, it's 2 years ago. To work with this, to file, he said every day I talk to him, I have his record. Actually, he sent something this morning here. After I talked to him yesterday, he sent this here, this morning. This morning he sent it, they knows about it. And I said, give me a copy, and then he give me this. This is what I sent it to them. I sent it to them, and he just lying to me. When I received what he sent today, he took money. Every day he telling me he did it. I'm waiting for decision. They accepted. He was lying. That's why I keep postponing this. Each time I come here, I call him, hey, I have another case coming. Just tell me. No, they're gonna give you decision within 20 days, 1 month. He was lying to me. And yesterday I come here, try to postpone it. And now I find out he do not file anything. And he took money.
So my question still is, when did you first realize or determine that the meter was not functioning or that something was wrong?
Well, I think it's around 2013. I think that's when I find out it's not functioning. I filed this petition.
So hold on. Did you just say 2013 is when you discovered there was an issue with the meter?
I think this is filed in 2013, or I don't know when I filed the petition. That's where I find out. What does I find out? No, the time I remember, I know the meter not functioning. I don't remember the call, but because the meter was unfunctional, that's the reason I filed the petition. And
Okay. We understand why you filed the petition. What we're trying to figure out is, when did you figure out that the meter wasn't working? Was it in 2013, like you just said, or was it in 2019?
I don't remember quite well. But it wasn't functioning, and they come, they replace it, they check, they say it wasn't functioning. And then I filed, and then what happened, they went 8/14/2019, they say, they give me bill $4,405.50. And actually what I'd ask you to do today is to waive this $4,451 plus the late fees, and I try to get on this, and I give you 24 months to finish this, because somebody I was telling me, he helping me, he was cheating me. I have to do this. It cannot be hang around, otherwise it's gonna be tough. They filed this, the law department filed for this, and I showed them all the paperwork. That's why they dismissed what they filed, because if the meter was unfunctioning, there's no way they can continue to charge.
How long did you know that the meter wasn't functioning before you actually filed that petition? Do you have an idea of how much time passed?
It's not a liar. I don't remember the time.
So maybe the concern to the city. Go ahead, Malcolm.
I
was gonna ask the city, did you ever speak to the council that he is testifying to about right now, that took his money and did not do anything? Did you ever speak to his attorney?
Assuming that he's referring to Mr. Gross, who was previously entered on his behalf in this case.
No, different.
Not Mr. Gross?
No, listen.
What's the name of the person you're referring to?
No, he gave me piece paper here. He gave me piece paper here. Look. Okay.
We can't see that. We can't see that.
Legal assist.
And what we want to know is, what was the name of the person that you're referencing that
Like my
is
money?
letting you down? What is his name?
Okay. Now, if someone can I call someone to read it to you because my reading is not too bad. He sent paper today. You
We
see?
can't read that.
No.
Don't even bother to show them to us.
Okay.
Tell us
fine.
his name.
Bob. His name is Bob. He says his legal assist. He has address 1609 Dumour Street 210. Langley, PA.
I'm not understanding. Okay, so hold on, sir.
267.
The counsel for the city, did you ever speak to did you ever speak to an attorney that was representing him? That's my question.
I did, but it was Mr. Gross who withdrew.
Okay.
It does not appear to be the
It's
same
not the
person you're
person,
referring
yes.
to.
Okay,
I-
hold on. Wait. I'm talking to the city. Okay. So you spoke to Mr. Gross, who withdrew. When
Yeah.
did you speak to him?
I spoke to him after he stated that he had stopped working for Mr. Mamadou.
Okay, so you did not speak to him at any time when he was actually representing Mr. Mamadou.
That is correct. His name appeared on the docket as still being Mr. Mamadou's counsel. I contacted him, as a matter of, routine inquiry
Yep.
into the case, and he said he no longer represents Mr. Mamadou, and on any matters.
Okay.
So,
Thank you. I have no further questions.
I do want to say that on 3/1/2022, it wasn't the last listing, but the listing before last, there is a note that the attorney is no longer the attorney for the petition. That's when the board was told about Mr. Gross no longer being his attorney.
Where
Um,
are we? Just,
could we turn to the city and get their chronology of what happened and maybe we can piece it together?
okay. As in what? Again, we have no direct, information about any interactions he may have had with his attorney.
No, not that. I'm sorry, not that, but just your case in terms of what happened at the property, whether or not there were problems with the
Okay.
meter, whether there were any changes made.
Mhm. If you'll allow me to do a brief cross of Mr. Mamadou to establish some ground facts rather. So Mr. Mamadou, you own 3234 West Allegheny Avenue, correct?
Yes,
The property is a duplex, correct?
yes,
And you bought it in 2003, correct?
yes,
And you don't reside there, correct?
no,
You reside at 3627 Germantown Avenue, correct?
yes.
How long have you resided at 3627 Germantown?
I realized that for a little longer.
Big part, how many years?
Since I bought it, I resided. Since
So have you
since
lived there
2000,
since 2003?
Yes,
Okay. And so you rent out 3234 West Allegheny Avenue to tenants, correct?
yes, yeah, I rented to Tony, yes.
Okay, and how many tenants?
It's 2 tenants supposed to be there. It's because it's duplex, correct.
So how many people is that?
2,
Two
Yes.
people?
yeah, like first floor and second floor.
Okay. So I suppose my question is it possible that more than one person was living in each unit?
Yes,
Okay. Is it possible that perhaps as many as 5 or 6 people were residing there?
no. Yeah, no,
Okay.
which
In
is
any
it?
case, let's
understand.
move on. The bills for this property go to your home address at 3627 Germantown, correct?
yes,
And they've always gone to your home address, correct?
yes,
Did you ever have a plumber inspect this property for leaks?
yes, I did.
Did the plumber give you a report?
Yes,
Do you have it with you?
I do not have with me.
Okay, then. Very quickly, how many bathrooms are in the property?
It's 2 bathrooms, each floor.
And each bathroom has a toilet and a faucet, correct?
Yes,
Do they both have showers?
yes,
Does each unit have a kitchen?
yes,
And each kitchen has a faucet, correct?
yes,
Does either kitchen have a dishwasher?
no,
Does the property have laundry facilities?
I don't understand.
Is there a washing machine?
No,
Okay. I will now proceed to my direct examination of Ms. Hike. Have you had it, Ms. Hike? Ms. Hike was sworn, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
she was.
Yes.
Okay, have you had a chance to review this customer's account?
Yes,
What kind of property is 3234 Allegheny Avenue, according to basis 2?
it's a residential multifamily unit.
Okay. Now, Mr. Mamadou is challenging the bill in this property. What charges appeared on the bill have appeared? In the dispute, period of dispute?
Stormwater usage and service.
Are
Can
all
you get a
readings
little
progress-
closer to your mic, please?
Can you hear me now?
Much
I'm
better,
better.
thank you.
No problem. The charges on the bill is a service and stormwater and usage.
Okay. Are all readings progressive?
Yes,
Are the usage readings actual or estimated?
both.
Okay. Were there any periods of more than 3 consecutive months with exact estimated readings?
Yes,
Were there any months with 0 usage?
yes,
Were there any months, any periods of more than 3 consecutive months with 0 usage?
yes,
Were the 0 usage readings actual or estimated?
estimated.
Okay. Now, to my understanding, technicians went to this property on July 25th, 2019. Does the system reflect who requested this visit?
Yes,
Who was it?
Barry Mamadou.
Okay. Did the technicians install or service any part of a meter assembly during that visit?
Yes,
For the record, what are the components of a meter assembly?
the earth and the meter.
Did the technicians install or service a water meter body?
Yes,
And did they install or service an ERT?
yes.
For the record, what does ERT stand for?
It's an encoder register transmitter.
And what does it do?
It actually transmits the water usage from the meter outside of the property to the technicians.
Okay. Now, how is the ERT different from the meter body?
Well, the meter registers the water usage, and the ERT transmits the usage outside of the property to the technicians.
Mhm. Now, let's step back. Does the meter body use any electric power?
Does the meter body use any electric power?
Yes.
I'm not sure, but it's mechanical, I know, but I'm not sure the details of it.
So presumably it would not use electric power. Does the
No.
ERT use electricity?
It just transmits the information out. I don't believe there's any.
Does it have a
electricity involved.
battery?
No, the ERT is a battery.
Okay. So it stands to reason that it is electric, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did the technicians observe any problems with the ERT or the meter body?
Yes.
And what was that problem?
The meter was frozen.
And what does it mean for the meter body to be frozen?
The meter was unable to register the water usage.
Okay. Now, would a frozen meter body affect the ERT's ability to transmit a signal to the truck?
No, the
Okay,
ERT is actually functioning. The meter was not functioning. The meter wasn't able to get the actual register usage.
okay. So to clarify what was going on for most of this period, there was usage going through the meter, but it wasn't
It wasn't registering.
It wasn't
It wasn't
registering.
registering. So the information that was being transmitted was incorrect because the device was never registering the actual usage.
Okay. Now I think a good thing to do right now would be to go into base. I'll take a pause so that the board has a chance and go into basis. If you could share your screen and show the reading history for the relevant period. So 2013 through 19.
Okay, shows 0.
And are
The
these,
zeros going through this column here indicates the amount of usage that was registering, so it wasn't registering any usage.
Mhm.
through the year.
and are these actual or estimated reads?
They're estimated reads.
Are they actual, really? Wouldn't it say
Well,
something?
it's an actual read. It's an
Mhm.
actual read, but the meter was frozen, so it's not correct. But
So
it's
they
an actual
appeared-
reading. It
Would
appeared
it
to
be
be
sa-
actual, but it wasn't.
Okay, would it be safe to say that, so appeared to be actual was not actually actual? You can
Yes.
stop sharing.
Mhm.
Okay, so did this visit result in any billing changes or adjustments?
Yeah,
What kind of billing adjustment was applied after the visit of July 25th, 2019?
there was a debit adjustment applied to this account.
Now,
Please repeat that.
There was a debit adjustment applied to the period, which the period in which they were billed zero usage.
Okay,
There was a debit adjustment applied.
okay, thank you.
No.
now, what is a debit adjustment, generally speaking?
It's when the property is billed for water usage in which they weren't billed for.
Okay, now, in general, how is a debit adjustment calculated?
It's based on years of previous usage.
Okay, and to be clear, is it an actual, a bill on actual usage, or is it based on an estimate?
It's billed on actual, it's based on actual usage, previous actual usage, but it's an estimate.
Okay, so to be clear, it's an estimate, but the actual data is being used. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. What was the average monthly usage estimated by the debit adjustment applied on August 14th, 2019?
9.13 CCFs per month.
And what has actual average monthly usage been since July 25th, 2019?
7 months following the adjustment, the usage was at 23.42 CCFs per month.
Mhm. Now, could you please describe the payment history on this account?
There are no payments at this account since November 20th, 2014. So it's pretty much a poor payment history.
Thank you very much. That concludes my directive, Ms. Hike.
Okay.
So are we ready to, do you have more to put on, Mr. Safety?
I do not. If you want, I can give you a brief closing, unless Mr. Mamadou has questions for Ms. Hike.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay, please
Um,
proceed.
What I say to you guys is, I do hear what you said, but this property I bought it, I have come to difficulty because couple of years I'm in jail, nobody operating, and couple of months, couple of years, the building was vacant. It was people just coming to sleep in the property. And all over what I'm asking you to waive me penalty and interest and waive me those 19,000. I make sure I satisfy this situation within 2 years. Not just this property, every property I own have little problem. I have little problem with water and taxes, and I focus to fight to finish the taxes almost. I will focus to finish on this because I had a difficulty and the property was unoccupied and I went to jail with nobody I have nobody behind me to occupy this. What I'm asking you is to please help me waive some penalty interest and then the 4,500 waive it. I tried 24 months. Every property I own because this guy, he was cheating me. I paid him 7,000. And yesterday I come here to find out, I call him, I say, listen, I have hearing tomorrow. I want to make sure what's going on. And I text him. Now, when I text him, he sent me this paper and he sent paper to the court here. Okay, I told what he did is correct. I do not know he was cheating me. Mr. Goro do represent me, but we stop. I'm asking you for help if it's possible.
Okay.
If it's not possible, I am here just asking for help. I will try to deal every property I have to finish water, and because it cannot continue this way. It cannot continue. You have to stop and you have to take serious about your personal issue. You cannot keep things in limbo. And that's what I have to say, including the city,
thank you.
including
Doc-
George.
Dominique, did you have a question?
Yeah, when were you incarcerated?
2013, 20, I think, no, hold on. 24, hold on a second. Yeah, 2013, I think it's 2013.
For how long approximately?
It's 18 months actually, but I had a difficulty because I went to court here, and actually I went with my daughter. I went to court here almost 2 years before they put me in jail, and have difficulty. When I come out, I have water, I have real estate, I have roofs. Then I focus on real estate. I almost finished the real estate. Now my two targeted is roofs and water department, each property I know. And I will definitely do it, because if I don't do it, I'm gonna lose it. It's no problem. I know.
Okay, so you didn't answer the question. When were you incarcerated though?
I believe it's 2010, 2016. I don't recall exactly.
Okay, and
2013.
you said your daughter, so you did have someone that was not incarcerated that could have handled the property.
She's the one who
Okay.
put me in jail. She put me
Okay.
in jail. I'm talking to my daughter, put me on jail. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You got the bills for the water at your home. And when you were there, did you look at those bills to see how much you were being charged for the water usage on those bills?
When I'm present, yes. When I am not present, no.
Right, well, when you were present and looked at it, did you notice that there were zeros there because there was nothing
No.
that was being charged?
No, I do not.
Because what
now,
the city showed us earlier were a number of months of zero usage.
well, if it's zero uses, I just see this. I never been see this is zero uses. He just said it now. I never hear that. I never open to see zero uses. It might be zero uses.
So you didn't look at that part of the detail on your bills?
I say I might not feel or understand it was zero uses.
Okay,
The zero uses, it come to my head and understand is here when he said it. Maybe it was zero, but I never feel it. I never understand.
okay.
I
All right.
have one final question, Nancy, and then I'm ready to deliberate. Mr. Mamadou, how many properties do you own in the city?
Oh, I own here close to 11 property, but the 11 property, some is demolished. I have two demolished, what is 2020, 2022. And it's not all of them also occupied because I have to certify.
Okay, I just wanted the number.
Okay,
That's
it's
all.
11.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to step aside and discuss this case. Everyone else should stay right where you are. We'll do this electronically.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you mind see what the guy keep me sent to the court here, or send someone to look at it just to see what I'm telling you, what I depend on for last 2 years? Can you let somebody see?
Nancy, everyone is back.
Okay, fine, thank you. The board's reviewed this petition and it's our decision to deny the petition in its entirety. You'll get a letter from us that spells out our decision. Both sides do have the right to appeal to the Court of Common Pleas within 30 days of the date of our letter. But I'm going to assume for a moment that neither side's going to choose to appeal. And if that proves to be the case, then we would ask you to work with the city on entering into payment arrangements for everything that's due and owing on this property at 3234 West Allegheny Avenue. We do have another property that for you that's on today's agenda. It's docket ending in 1352 for a property at 1318 West Nedrow Avenue. And we'd like to continue to that property if we can as we conclude on this item. But first I need to have concurrence of my fellow board members on the decision that I just read into the record.
Dominique Ward concurs.
Paula Weiss, I concur.
And Nancy Cameron, I presented it and concur. So if we can get the numbers for the record on the property at 1318 West Nedrow, and we'll proceed to that afterwards.
Okay. The petitioner is questioning July 2nd, 2013 through May 3rd, 2014. May 2nd, 2015 through May 4th, 2017. And June 7th, 2018 through August 6th, 2019. Principal
Can you
amount.
say that again, Saliba? It was a
Yeah.
lot.
There are a lot of them.
It's a lot of dates because there's a lot of different periods that are in judgment. That's what the law department.
No, that's fine. Just one more time.
Right,
Sorry.
July 2nd, 2013 through May 3rd, 2014, May 2nd, 2015 through May 4th, 2017, and June 7th, 2018 to August 6th, 2019.
Thank you.
No problem. This principal amount is $4,022.89. There's $2,684.62 in penalties, as well as $222.90 in liens, totaling $6,930.41.
Thank you. Does the city have any opening comments on this before we turn to the petitioner?
Yes, bills for this account have always been sent to the address 3627 Germantown Avenue, which the city knows to be Mr. Mamadou's personal residence and which Mr. Mamadou admitted in the previous case was his personal residence. The city suggests that he was on notice of these new principal charges for each bill immediately upon its being issued. And therefore, as to principal, the petition is out of time for all bills except those issued less than 60 days before his petition date of July 29th, 2019. And that's it. Essentially, we're objecting to basically the whole period as out of time.
Right. Okay.
And there was no non-proton granted, at least not according to the documents that the city has received. So
Okay,
the
so there
city would
wasn't
ask that it not be
non-proton
granted now.
Okay. Okay, let's turn then to the petitioner. Mr. Mamadou, can you tell us about this particular property and the bills here, whether there were any other circumstances we should be aware of, or just what the situation was in terms of the lack of payment on 1318 West Nedrow Avenue?
The lack of payment is not money. The lack of payment, I own the property. I don't have money to pay the bill, and I do not collect money because I all couple of things in the city. You have to have clearance to rent, and you have to have clearance to get vacant. You have to have think right.
Did you have any tenants in this property?
No, it's vacant.
No tenants through the entire time period?
No. In one moment there is tenant. There is no entire period. No, it's not entire period, but there is most likely what coming in is not covering the expenses. That's the reality. Okay,
So-
now.
But
if
you had
guys-
some, you
Yeah.
had, did you have many people living here? Could you describe this property and how many people were in it?
This property is duplex, but no one live in India for period of time. And likely also when I have put people in the property, because I can evict them, they stay there without paying because I have no license to evict them. I can evict any tenant. Putting somebody in the property is a risk because you have to have what we call a license to
Rental license?
rental license to evict tenant or to apply tenant property empty. Now, when you don't have all these, you cannot get. Now, and the income coming into the property, I think I remember the name Karim. I don't know his face, but I just see. Even Karim, I was talking to him to have payment agreement for all this. I just remember the name here. Now, this guy who I have held it for 2 years, he took my 7,000. That's held me not to make payment. He prepared a good payment agreement between me. I just remember the name here. I was looking at the name and to make payment to finish with this. And if that's the Karim I'm talking to, I never see him, but we was talking to make payment to finish all this case. But somebody cheat me, lied to me, told me I went to the city, they give me guarantee. He was lying to me the whole 2 years. That's why I don't come back to him to finish. And he can witness that's true.
Okay, so I want to stop you there. I want to caution you against the fact that this recording is recorded. This hearing is recorded, and that you are testifying to having a rental property without a rental license and taking cash from these individuals. I want to be clear that you understand what you're saying on a recorded line right now.
I say I cannot collect any rent and property because I don't have rental license.
When's the last time you had a rental license?
I have to look at it. I don't remember. I have to look at it. I cannot remember.
And your properties currently are not being rented at all? And they have not been rented since you've had a rental license, or were you renting them without a rental license?
I don't have rented right now because I don't have rental license.
Did you before?
What you mean?
Did you in previous years have a rental license and
Yes.
have money
Yes,
coming
yes,
in from
yes.
tenants?
Yeah, one moment time I have rental license. One
And
moment.
we're talking about the property on Nidra Street.
Yes, I think yes. I
Okay,
do
just
have a
making
rental.
sure.
Yes, I do have a rental license there. I think-
Now,
No, I don't have.
in the
rental.
past,
In the past, I do have a rental license.
okay.
And what I'm saying to you, if that's the Karim I'm talking, I never see his face. I went to him, we make a deal. We were supposed to come to agreement, but somebody was lying to me. I can send him this
Well,
paper.
did you, when you didn't have tenants in there, did you ever turn off the water? Have somebody turn off the water so that you weren't getting any water? Did you ever do that or consider doing that?
Yes,
Did you do it? Which
right now is no water there. Right now
it's turned off?
Yes,
How long ago did you have the water turned off?
I forget exactly time, but I know there's no water there.
But for some of the years, there should have been no water usage at all at that property.
Yes.
Nancy, why don't we turn to the city and get their
I
chronology?
was just going to say, I was looking for something, see if I had another question, but I'm on the same page you are. Let's turn to the city and hear from them about it. And
Of
one
course.
of the things along the way would be whether the city's records show that there was any period of time without water usage.
Yes, if I may, I'll divide my presentation into 3 parts. First, I will quickly address something that Mr. Mamadou said. Yes, I was the attorney for the city with whom Mr. Mamadou was speaking. About a year ago, I was interested in organizing a global settlement for all 11 of his properties. However, no agreement was reached and no payment was received. So
Thank you for clarifying that.
like, eventually he stopped responding to my communications. Mr. Mamadou did, my emails and phone calls. And also like, additionally, as the board may be aware, I became gravely ill in August of last year and was unable to pursue anything for 6 to 8 weeks. So that's on the history of discussions on this case. I would now ask for a brief cross-examination of Mr. Mamadou.
Before you finish, can I say just something before you do it? This paper, if I show you when I hired this guy, I show you the check bank, the check I pay him. I don't pay him cash. Everything I pay him check. If I show you the time I'm talking to you, the reason held me, he's every day lying to me. I have proof and evidence of the information. Trust me. That's why I shouldn't do this deal with you long time, but he lying to me. You can see the paper. I can show you one check. The first check I pay him, you see the date. You make agreement with me. You were talking to me and what he did. But however.
All right, Mr. Mamadou, we're going to let Mr. Saifedean ask his questions now.
Okay, Mr. Mamadou, very briefly, just get this out of the way. So you own 1318 West Nedrow Avenue, correct?
Yes.
You bought it by deed dated February 28th, 2007, correct?
Yes.
Property is a duplex, correct?
Yes.
And you reside at 3627 West Germantown Avenue, correct?
Yes.
So 1318 West Nedrow Avenue is a rental property, correct?
Yes.
And during the period from 2012 through 2019, you did at least occasionally have tenants in the property, correct?
There is a moment there is tenant. I don't know exactly the time the tenant was on there, but yes.
There were tenants in that period of the time. Okay.
Not those period, not the whole period of the time, not the whole.
Okay. So this being a duplex, is it safe to assume that there are 2 bathrooms?
Yes.
And each bathroom has a shower, faucet, and toilet?
Yes.
And there's a kitchen in each unit?
Yes.
And the kitchen has a faucet?
Yes.
Are there any dishwashers or washing machines in the property?
Nothing, but not working now. Everything is messed up there. Everything is messed up there. Is unlivable right now. Unlivable.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that concludes my cross-examination of Mr. Mamadou. If I might begin to my direct of Ms. Hike.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Ms. Hike. Have you had a chance to review this customer's account?
Yes.
And according to basis, what kind of property is 1318 West Nedrow Avenue?
It's a residential multifamily unit.
Does the system have, excuse me, let's skip that question. So Mr. Mamadou is challenging the account balance of this property. What charges have appeared on the bill for this property from the beginning of our records in basis 2 through the petition date of July 29th, 2019?
Usage, service, and stormwater.
And were the usage charges actual or estimated?
Both.
Okay. Were there, and again, limiting the inquiry to the period from, again, beginning of records through July of 2019. Were there any periods of more than 3 consecutive months with estimated usage? So please, you can take a moment to review the records and basis.
Up until 2019, you saying?
Yes, before July of 2019.
No. Well. All right, I don't see nothing in 14. You said up until 19.
Can you speak into your mic, please?
Yes, give me a second. I see 0 usage in 2011.
I'm not asking about 0 usage, I'm asking about estimates.
No estimates.
No estimates before
No
2019.
No estimates, no estimated usage.
Okay. So have technicians from the water department meter shop visited the property since Mr. Mamadou bought it in 2007?
Yes,
When did they go?
April 23rd, 2012.
Did this visit result in any billing changes or adjustments?
Yes,
When was this billing change?
you see, ask the question again, I'm sorry.
Was there when was this billing change arising out of this 2012 visit?
You saying the
Can you
visit-
identify it on the, can you identify it on the,
No, there was no billing change.
there was no billing change.
There was
So,
no billing change.
okay. Can you please describe the payment history on this account?
It's really sporadic. He pays here and there. It's really sporadic, not much
Mhm.
payment, not many payments here, maybe about 5 or 6.
Total.
He's taking ownership of the property.
Mhm. And when was the last payment?
December 11th, 2019.
Okay. And that concludes my direct examination of Ms. Hike.
When did he take ownership of the property again, City?
It's
February 28th, 2007.
mhm.
So from 2007 now to now, he's only made 5 payments, you said?
That is correct.
Thank you.
And Ms. Hike, actually, can I, if I can trouble you, can you pull? Is there any record in basis that bills have been sent, that of bills for this property being sent anywhere but his house
Well, yeah,
on Germantown Avenue,
anywhere else other than that?
other than his house in Germantown?
I can look and see the calls and see, but I don't see anything else. Let's see, billing.
You don't need to do that. He's already testified that he received all bills at his home address.
Okay, all right, then we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Anything else to add?
I have nothing.
Any more questions from the board? Seeing no interest in additional questions from the board, I think it's time for us to step aside and consider our decision.
Okay, everyone can hold tight, please.
Thank you.
Mamino de Tama, when they cross Loni.
Nancy, everyone is back.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. The board's discussed this matter and it's our decision to deny the petition. Do I have concurrence from my fellow board members?
Dominique Ward, I concur.
Paula Weiss, I concur.
Do you have anything to add to that or just a straight denial? Straight to, okay. You'll get a letter from us that spells out our decision. Both sides do have the right to appeal to the Court of Common Pleas within 30 days of that date of that letter. But I'm going to assume for the moment that neither side is going to choose to appeal. And should that prove to be the case, then we ask that you work with the Water Revenue Bureau and or the city's legal team to come to decision in terms of payment arrangements. We
Thank
you for
Mr.
coming in
Kelly, you
today.
still with the law department?
I said the Water Revenue Bureau, which is
I got it.
responsible for the water bills, and the
got it.
city's law department, the legal team, because they'd both be involved in reaching a final settlement in terms of the amounts that you would be paying.
I got it.
Okay,
Are you still working at the law department, Mr. Karim?
I'm still with the law department. You have my contact information.
I'll call you when I get out here. Definitely make appointment to come see you.
I'm not in the office. It'd be better if you called tomorrow.
Okay, no, I'm not calling today, but what I'm saying, when I'm free, I call you and we go back to same deal. The paper, if it's in there, give you the paper, this would got me. I was thinking 100% I was having deal here, but somebody cheating me around. I do not know.
Okay.
She got the paper to prove
Okay.
it. But that's fine. Thank you.
And just be aware that I'm only in the office on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Well, but I can reach you. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay,
Yes.
I try to reach you. I go back to go to some deal.
do you have his number?
He does.
He does, okay.
Can you give me one more time?
My phone number for in the office is 215
215
686
686
0505.
0505. Okay, I have it here, but I will definitely change it. Something else was, but I think it's better. Thank you.
Thank you very much for providing that. And this concludes our discussion with cases 4 and 5. So we thank you very much.
Thank you and have a great day. Thank you for your effort. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Mhm.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you. We have one more case on our agenda. And that's case number 1. Last 4 digits of the docket 2274 for David A. Harris. And I understand that Mr. Harris has not appeared. Is that correct?
That is correct. There is no one in our office here at 100 South Broad Street, and there's no one in the virtual waiting room. Additionally, I do want to say that Mr. Harris, on February 17th, he requested a continuance. However, this case had previously been marked no further continuances. I'm sorry. I had reached out to Mr. Harris by phone yesterday and today. Additionally, I also sent an email to Mr. Harris asking him if he wanted to have a phone hearing or if he could join via Zoom, and I sent him the link. I did not receive a response from Mr. Harris today. I do want to just put that on the record. Additionally, this case has been continued several times, which is why it was marked no further continuances. I'm going to joke.
Okay. I would suggest that we mark this as denied for failure to appear with no continuances. Do I have concurrence or comment from the other board members who are present?
Dominic Ford,
Paula
sorry, Dominic Ford, I concur.
Weiss, I concur, and I think what you meant, Nancy, was this is going to be denied for failure to appear with no further hearings listed.
Yes, I meant that, but it maybe didn't come out quite that way. So thank you for clarifying that. And we will mark it accordingly. And excuse me, a notice will be sent to the petitioner indicating that the board has denied the petition for failure to appear and will not hear it again. Thank you very much. Is there anything else we need to add for today's hearings?
Nope.
Okay, well then, this hearing is adjourned. We will have other hearings on Thursday of this week.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Thank you.